What's up, y'all? This is Mark with Southern Custom CC. So let me ask you a question. Have you bought one of these 49cc 4-stroke motors, received it in the mail, set it up that very same day, was super excited to get up on the road and cook booty at 25 miles an hour plus, only to find out that when you start the motor and you lay on that throttle, you go absolutely nowhere. You do a snail's crawl, if that at all. Well, today we're going to talk about, diagnose, and remedy that problem so you can get up and going to the 49cc potential. So let's take a look. Alright, so as you saw on the ride around, I was going nowhere. I was laying on the throttle and I was barely getting maybe up to 3 miles an hour, if that. Now when I was going downhill, it would definitely pick up speed, but there's no torque and there's no boost. Definitely not a 49cc engine right there. So the problem is in here in the gearbox. We're going to go ahead and open this baby up. Alright, so right here I've only taken off 2.5 bolts and already I smell burning. I smell it. When we open that up, I bet you we're going to find a lot of burnt residue. And check out the sprockets to make sure that they're oiled and lubed. Yep, got some lubrication definitely. The burning flavor just got real. But this is not where our major problem is. Our major problem is back here. Whew. Yep, I got all that burnt clutch. That is nasty. That is stinky and nasty. So these springs are really tight and it's not actuating the clutch properly. So what we're going to do is I'm going to buy a new clutch because that is just filthy. But if you don't want to, and if you want to just try and fix it, we're going to separate these springs because these springs are really tight. All right, so we're going to loosen that up a little bit, clean it up, put in some lubrication in here, right here, just on these springs, nowhere else. And then we'll check it out. All right, so as you can see, look at that nasty, nasty clutch right there. That is stinky, stinky. So we're going to clean this up. Alrighty, next we're going to take off the clutch. Look at that. That is filthy. Alrighty, so let's clean this up. As you can see, it's already eaten a lot of the clutch away. Alright, now that we got it quasi-clean, we're going to go ahead and separate these springs just a little bit. Just to stretch them out. Just a little bit. Now, as you can see, the clutch is starting to move a little bit. Whereas before, ones I haven't even done yet, they're not even moving. Alright, so now that you got it quasi cleaned up, and you separated the springs slightly, you lube the springs just a little bit, you can see now we have some movement. Okay? But this clutch is very, very much worn, so I'm going to actually end up replacing it, like I said earlier in the video once I saw it, but I'm going to put it back in and I'm going to install it to see if it's made any difference to our ride. So there's a little notch here. You want to use a screwdriver to hold your clutch in place when you're retightening that center bolt. That will keep this from spinning. If you want, you can use some Loctite, but I am not going to since I know I'm going to replace this. Alright, so as you just saw, it works. The clutch separating those springs slightly allowed the clutch arms to actuate and grab onto the clutch plate, which then was able to spin the sprockets inside the transmission, which is then spread out into the chain and the rear sprocket of the bike, which gives us movement. Now we have good torque on that slight hill for a 49cc, and we have very good top speed for a 49cc on the return, as you saw, which was a little bit more than 25 miles an hour, but still not where it should be. It's still not optimal. So I'm going to go ahead. I am going to replace that clutch, start brand new and start fresh with this. So as you saw, separating those springs fixed the problem. So if you're experiencing this, go ahead and give that a try, and hopefully it'll work out for you. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. This is Mark with Southern Custom CC. Be sure to like and subscribe.